Hey guys, it's Matt with Olympus Reptiles, and well, I got my balls in my hand, or a ball. Today, what we're going to talk about is, do you want to do videos on YouTube about reptiles? And I don't know. I mean, we kind of debated about doing this video because we don't know if we're really the right people for the job. But we're pretty happy with how our YouTube's turned out so far and the growth of it. So we thought, why not? I've had a few people ask me about this kind of thing, and I've had a few phone calls about it, asking me about my thoughts on it. So we thought, you know what? Let's just do a video on it. And here we go. First, this will be a two-part video. It means you guys get to see Camera Guy Kurt on camera again. He loves it. So when he's on camera, make sure and comment and tell him how great he does and how wonderful it is. Because I tell you, that guy, he is, secretly, he's a people person. He loves people. He loves being in front of that camera so much. And you're going to get two different videos on this topic. One's going to be me talking about what I do, and one's going to be Kurt talking about what he does on the back end with the camera work and the editing and the equipment, etc., etc. And you can definitely tell a difference when Kurt's filming and somebody else is filming. It's night and day. I can watch a video and tell who filmed that video based on how the camera work is. So that's the other thing. So let's start talking about what you need to be a, what would you say, a C-level YouTube star. Let's go with that. One, don't do it on your own, okay? I don't think that you can do this on your own very easy. It's much better if you have a partner. I'm really lucky that when we started this, it was kind of, Kurt and I started at the same time trying to get this done. We were both on board because it allows my hands to be free. I'm not holding the cell phone and trying to film. I don't have a static camera where I can't move. So if I start moving around, running around, doing whatever I do, or, oh, I want to go grab this, Kurt follows me. That's great. So you've got to have a team. It's not a solo operation to be successful. I'm sure somebody's done it, and I'm sure you can do it. And if you have, don't yell at me and call me names. I'm telling you how we do things and what works best for us. The other thing is, if you're a reptile channel, show reptiles. Okay? Try to stay somewhat on topic. There are times I get off topic and I do things that aren't always reptile related, but I always try to bring it back and show some type of reptile or some type of snake, like my little lovely albino holdback. She's just over a year old. She's putting on good weight. And look at this. She still has this really weird mark. Every time I see it, I try to scrub it off, think it's a piece of dirt or a mite, but it's not. It is actually pigment. One little dot on one little black scale. Look at that. Isn't that crazy? I don't know why it's there. It's been there since birth. So I know she's mine, so if you ever steal her, I'll be able to identify her. It's like a tattoo, but not a tattoo. But show reptiles. You got to show what you do. You know, if you're a reptile channel and all you do is talk and you never show a snake, you're not going to be successful. I guarantee you, very few people are actually here to listen to me. Most of them don't give a crap what I say. And if you read all the comments that come in, sometimes you'd see that too. The other thing is, pick your animals you show well. Don't show an animal that's looks like crap or isn't healthy without first prefacing why you're going to do it. You can, and I think it's important for full disclosure to show everything and not just the low points. But don't just pull out an animal that just laid eggs without saying, hey, I'm going to show you this animal that just laid eggs. We actually did a video about where we did that because the animal doesn't look healthy and doesn't look good. You're not going to represent yourself well or your animals well. So you got to say why you're doing what you're doing. Let people know what's going on. Another thing is, try not to be boring. You know, try to be excited about what you do. And I'm not for faking it. I don't believe in faking it. And I know there's a thing out there I think I heard about called false positivity once, where people try to be always positive and always happy and all this. And they're thinking that's going to get them more and more and it's going to do better. And people do. They do want to be around somebody who's excited. They do want to be around somebody who's passionate. People feed off of that passion, that excitement, that drive. But you got to give people credit that you can't bullshit them. Maybe you can, some of them, but most of them know when you're being fake. So you got to be genuinely excited. If I came in here and I tried to fake it, you guys would see through me. You would. I know you would. I'd see through it. I wouldn't be the same person I am. Speaking of same person you are, that's another thing. For me anyway, I got to be who I am. If I come up here and I try to be somebody different when I talk to the camera and I try to be somebody I'm not, I try to be like Einstein and super sciencey and all of that, it ain't going to play well. It's not who I am. people relate to what we do, I think, and if I'm wrong, tell me, because they think that what they see is a genuine person. They think that what they see is who I am. And I want that to be the case. I want to portray who I am. I want to go to the show and be the same guy you see here. If you end up in Manhattan, Kansas, run into me in Walmart, I want to be the same guy you see here. I don't want to be different. I don't want to have my YouTube personality and my normal personality. I don't think I'd ever be successful that way. Sometimes that's tiring, but it's the way it is. Another thing I think about YouTube, probably the most underrated thing, is be consistent. You got to be consistent. Trust me, guys, there are days where we don't feel like filming. There are days where we're like, crap. We got, we're going to be gone for this point in time, and we don't have any videos to post. We need 2 videos. We got to get 2 videos done so we can post a video on Sunday and Thursday. We just really don't feel like messing with it. That happens. That happens, I wouldn't say often, but it happens, wouldn't you say, Kurt? I mean, not infrequently either. That we're kind of like, oh, we got to schedule time, and it takes time out of our schedule and all of this. But you find the time to do it, and you come up here and do it. And typically, once we get rolling, I kind of enjoy it. I mean, it's one of the few times that I get to just play with my snakes, where I'm not cleaning up crap, I'm not watering, I'm not doing that. I get to literally just go, take a tub, this one here. Open a tub, pull out a snake, although I do need to clean poop, and appreciate it for what it is, even when it's in shed. I'm just starting, not too bad. Yeah, and you can see she's just starting, getting pink. But you get to do that, and I don't get to do that other times, so I truly enjoy. I'm going to put you back in here where it's moist since you're going to start going in the shed. And I'll pull out a different one. I truly, truly enjoy filming because it's a chance for me to play with my animals. Which, hey, I like. That's why I have them. Here's another one. It's like, I want to eat. It's not feed day, that's tomorrow. So anyway, this is our lesser ghost, which we're hoping to have up to breed size here very, very soon. Don't know if we will or not, but we're hoping. Maybe this season. So that's just a few of the pointers that I have as far as if you want to be YouTube personality doing reptiles. 1, show the animals. 2, be yourself. 3, be consistent. 4, have a partner. Have somebody to do the crap that you're not good at, that you can do the crap they're not good at. Before I was saying Kurt loves being in front of the camera. He doesn't. Kurt, do you like being in front of the camera?
No.
He hates it. I make him do it for rat videos because I don't know what I'm talking about when it comes to rats. I look at that and I'm like, this is a Snicker bar for a snake. I don't know anything about him really other than I use him to feed this. So he has to kind of handle that part of it. And the camera work usually sucks because half the time I'm the one doing it. But on these, I do what I'm good at, which is talking. Imagine that. And Kurt does what he's very good at and passionate about, which is the filming, the editing, and the making me not look like a complete dumbass. The only other thing I'd say too is, when I say be consistent, it's more than just dropping videos. You'll notice that we try to wear the same thing most of the time when we film. There's a few exceptions. Most of the time I have to wear an Olympus shirt. I have to do that. It's just part of what we do. You got some dirt on you, girlie. And I usually have a hat on. The reason I have a hat on is not because I'm bald. I promise I do actually, have hair. But we didn't wear a hat a few times after we started. And I had people go, hey, where's your hat? So it dawned on me right there, I got to be consistent. So now I always have a hat on, or I try to. Believe it or not bald. See, lots of hair. Maybe not as much as there once was, but it's still there. So those are the things that I think are important. It helps to build your brand, helps to build who you are. And then another thing I think is overlooked, and this part is one of the difficult parts. But when you do the YouTube, or any type of social media for that matter, it's your opportunity to engage with your customers or your future customers. And you got to think of everybody that you contact, or that contacts you on there, as a potential customer at some point in time. Well, most of them. Like the guy I did a rant on the other day about being a D-bag. I don't think of him as a potential customer, and I wouldn't sell him a snake anyway. But most people, you got to think of as this is a potential customer. If they're not buying from me today, they're just asking me questions. They may be buying from me tomorrow. They may be a future breeder, or they may talk to somebody who wants to buy a snake, and they may talk about the experience that they had with you. So it's very important, if you can, to acknowledge those folks. So when you get people commenting on your post, if you can just hit the like button, say, no, you read it. Or if they ask a question, try to answer, or try to get back to them if you can. And we did really good about that for a long time. It's getting harder now because I miss so many notifications because multiple come in at once. I don't always see comments on a video that's been up for a while, so if I miss somebody, I am sorry. But you have to try to get back to most of those people. One thing I noticed on YouTube is the vast majority of people don't do that. They may answer a comment every great now and then, but if people are going to take the time to watch my video, spend that time with me, and then take the time to subscribe to it, like it, and comment on it, can't I take a moment to comment back, or to at least hit the little thumbs up button and say, no, I read it? I mean, seriously? I don't think that's a big thing to ask. So, do that if you can. And that's pretty much all I can think of. Kurt, you got any questions I missed?
How about networks?
Networks. Oh, those multi-network things.
Yeah.
They keep contacting us. They do. And I don't want to rip them because I don't have any experience with them. I did some research on them. I would say the average customer isn't overly happy with them. And I don't know. I can't see giving away a percentage of my revenue to them just for them to be there. I think what they offered us was, when I talked to them, was they said that they have all these tools for editing your videos. Plus they have all this music you can use. Well, currently we use one song. If we need another song, Kurt finds it free. And I had a guy that said he does some music that he wanted to watch a lot of our videos, asked if he'd like some custom music. I said, yeah, sure, send me some, gave him an email address. And if he sends some, we'll probably use it too. So I don't think that I need their music. We one take everything, pretty much. Like, we pretty much don't do a lot of editing. Mostly when I talk about Kurt on the back, and it's lighting. If I do get tongue-tied, he does edit. If there's a battery change, he does edit that out or something of that nature. So he does do a little bit of editing, but it's not super heavy editing. We did that on purpose. It's kind of the style we wanted to portray. So I don't know what benefit they have for me. I don't really know what benefit they have for most people. It almost seems kind of scamish, in my opinion.
I think you used to have to. It was beneficial at the beginning, but now right. I don't think it is.
I think there was a time where if you were a gaming channel, you had to be on one, or you couldn't monetize. But we're not a gaming channel, and they may have good points, but they just don't fit what we do, and I didn't see any point to giving them 30 to 40% of my revenue. YouTube is not a big money maker. It's really not. That being said, I'm not complaining. So don't go on there and comment and say, hey, you make money on YouTube and you're complaining about it. I'm not. We didn't start YouTube to get paid by YouTube. It's nice, and we can take that money and it helps pay for things like our electricity for these animals, and it helps pay for things like, some of our reptile prime litter. Like, that's great stuff, helps pay for that when we need it. It helps pay for, new equipment when we need it. And yes, we are still using Reptile Prime. Yes, we still do love it. It's great stuff. So it certainly is a benefit. I'm not going to lie and say it's not. I don't want to give them 30% of my benefit. The other thing is, the vast majority of snakes that we've sold online, the vast majority, have been directly through YouTube or through our Patreon. It's not lost on me how valuable of a tool it is for that. So that's why it's important to you, if you're wanting to build a reptile business someday. This YouTube thing can be great, but with that, you got to put the time and effort in. Do you have any more questions, Kurt?
Yeah. How do we decide what video we're going to film?
Well, it's pretty easy. We film what we want. But what I mean is, we don't go chasing views. I don't pick something, or Kurt doesn't pick something and, oh, this is going to get a whole lot of views, let's film this. We usually don't know how it's going to do, I mean, basically what happens in our creative process is we'll do something like, oh man, look, this thing looks really good right now, don't bite me. And we'll pull it out and we'll want to film and talk about it. Oh, look how it's doing. Beautiful pastel xanthic. Oh, I love it. And we just do a video on whatever we see fit at the time. Half the time we haven't really considered it until the time comes. But that's kind of what we do. If you go chasing the views, and you do a video because you think, oh, if I do this video, I'm going to get a lot of views. There have been times we've done that, and I thought, man, we just killed it. That's going to be a great video with a bunch of views, and it kind of... There's other times we'll do a video, I'm like, man, I enjoyed that, but nobody's going to watch that crap, and it'll just take off. So there's really, YouTube's a fickle beast, and there's really no way to tell what people are going to find and what they're going to watch. A big part of it comes in the thumbnail and how often it shows up in the searches and the suggested videos. So it's not always even up to me on what people see, but you got to film what you like, what you want to film, what you're excited about. You can't just try to chase a number. You won't. I don't think you're going to be successful chasing a number. Film what you're interested in, and others will be too. All right, any more questions?
Is it important to be like genuine?
Yeah, I think being genuine is one of the most important things you can do. That and original. You got to be genuine and original. And what I mean is, people can see through fake. We talked about it. If you're up here and it's all fake positivity, and people start to think that you're full of crap, they're going to quit watching you. I'd quit watching you if I think you're full of crap. So being genuine is very important. You also have to be original. What I mean by being original is if you want to start being YouTube and you want to start doing YouTube videos, you can't be me. Don't watch me and try to do just what we did. Just like I can't be Brian Barczyk. That's not me trying to be like, look at how badass I am. It's a simple fact of nobody can do exactly what I do. And I can't do it the exact same way that some of the other players do it, like, Barczyk, Justin Publica, and then, Brian Gundy. I love watching Brian Gundy's videos. The guy's very intelligent, a lot of knowledge there. I learn a lot every time I watch something he's done. I remember watching his How to Tell If Your Females Are Gravid videos forever. It's how I started telling if females are gravid. So, but I can't go and say I'm going to film and do what Brian Gundy does. Can't do it. I could try, but the problem is, no matter how hard I try to copy Brian, whether it's Barczyk or Gundy, I'll never be either one of them. I got to do my own thing. I got to be me and be who I am with my reptiles and how I see things, and talk about how I want to be and do my videos and my channel my way. Just like they have to do it their way, and just like you got to do it your way if you decide to do a YouTube channel. And once you start yours, I can never be you either. It doesn't mean there won't be similarities in people and similarities in some styles, but if you just try to basically rip off somebody and copy it, it's going to fail. And it should fail. It should fail. But it's going to, because you're always playing catch up to the original. All right, Kurt, any other questions?
No.
All right, guys, thanks for watching. Hopefully, if you're thinking about taking the leap into YouTube, you do. We started it, honestly, I think I've told this story almost kind of as a joke. We had a buddy who was going to start doing YouTube and never did. And he was like, I'm going to make all this money doing YouTube about the deep, dark, black web or something like that. Some internet place that you can go and buy weird crap. I don't know. I'm not into that. And we thought, why don't we do YouTube and make money before he does? And our goal was to get the first $100 check before he did. And then we were hoping we'd get like an old-fashioned paper check. And we could be like, oh, look what we got. And, like, take pictures of us eating dinner with the check and do all these things and send it to him. Come to find out they only do direct deposit. So that didn't quite get to happen. But we did beat him there. So that was cool. And it took off. And we found we enjoyed it. And we found it was growing. And we found it really helped our business. So it was a great thing for us. And I hope it will be for you too if you decide to get into it. And again, watch through the videos about this subject, including Kurt's video about the equipment. And we may have another little fun video we're going to put together about it as well. So any other questions, Kurt?
No.
All right, guys, we'll see you later. Say goodbye to my pastel exanthic. I love these things. All right, guys, we'll see you next week.